Welcome to another edition of the Geek, Gauntlet podcast. I'm your host, Mr. William D. Morgan, and let me bring in my co-host, Shaw. Shaw, how you doing, man?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing pretty good. How was your week?
Good. Uneventful. How are yours?
Same. Just working, man. Just working. All right, let's go ahead and get started with the show. Shaw, you are in charge of the news and topics. Let's go ahead and get started.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. First up, let's talk about some Legends of Tomorrow. We got a little catching up to do. First up, Mick's daughter is now pregnant, and so is Mick himself. Because of the whole alien thingy. Yeah. Weird, but whatever. The little pink alien thingy is now gone, and an adult or whatever. OG Zari is now out, and present day Zari is now inside of the necklace thing for the time being. John went to find the Fountain of Imperium. He found it, but couldn't get anything out of it, so he's now using some sort of little blood thingy to juice himself up or something. We'll see what the repercussions of that are later. And that's it. That's all caught up on Legends of Tomorrow. What do you think, sir?
I haven't been watching it, and from what you just said, I'm glad I haven't been.
Yes, definitely.
Because if that's where this show is going, I'll just binge it at the end of the season.
Yeah. Definitely not a good season, definitely. All right, next up, let's move on to the season finale of The Flash. So, Bart is knocked out. They're trying to deal with Godspeed. They go inside Barry goes inside of Argus Hart's mind, talks to Godspeed, whatever. So, him fully. Let's see. He basically makes Argus Hart basically makes a ultimatum, give him biological speed, and he'll get rid of all his clones and the whole Godspeed war thing. Barry wakes up, kind of thinks maybe to do, maybe not. Excess and them are like, you shouldn't do it. This is really bad. Argus Hart is really bad, blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, Joe and Kramer come into sort of city where they are confronted by a whole bunch of Godspeeds. They get into a bit of a scuffle, and just before one of the Godspeed gets ready to kill Joe, Kramer somehow out of nowhere has super speed and runs Joe away. We'll get back to that momentarily. Let's see.
Yep.
After we get Jay. Okay, so they get help in order to fight the Godspeeds. They get what's his face? Speed Force Nora to show up. She gives everybody a pump, makes Iris a speedster again because she has some sort of a spark. So everybody goes out, fights. They use a little move. Everybody gets their own special move. It's good and everything, but then because Nora's there, the Godspeeds get back up and get powered up. So Barry thinks of one last way to finally defeat August Hart. He gives August Hart biological speed, then has Nora and Iris bring back Reverse Flash in order to fight Godspeed. They end up using speed lightning lightsabers or whatever. Yeah, that was kind of stupid, but hey, whatever. And Reverse Flash ends up mortally wounding Godspeed, and yeah, he's knocked out. They put him in the Argus. Okay. Reverse Flash gets ready to try and fight Barry, but turns out Barry's a lot faster than him right now. So he's gonna go try to get faster. We'll see him back at some point. At the end, about a week later, we get a wedding renewal from Barry and Iris, since before their wedding was stopped or whatever. So yeah, and like that. We know that next season we will be seeing Impulse, XS, and all of them again. Let's see what information we have here. The next season will be similar to this season with the whole 2 chapters thing. We'll see how that works out. Don't know. We didn't get any teaser or anything. We don't know what big villain's going to come up, and that's it. What do you think of the episode, sir?
I'm sick of Iris. I've been saying that since Jump. They had to include her in this little. Even if you have a spark of the Speed Force, you were with us. No. Then, I just hate Iris. I'm glad it ended up the way that it did, because when Zoom came back, I'm sort of kind of glad that he did, because he's different from Godspeed in the fact that he has more of a agenda, because he wants to kill Barry, yeah, but he also wants to be the best speedster out there, and he's ruthless. He has nothing to stop him from killing, and I like that about him. So I'm glad he came back. I hate the Iris factor. I didn't like the fact that what's her name was able to mimic speed or mimic other Meta's powers within a close proximity. It is ironic though, because she came into the series hating Metas, and now she finds out she's one herself. So that's kind of ironic. Overall, it was okay. That show needs to really be redone. It needs to be rewritten.
They are talking about next season maybe being the last, maybe.
But it's good to see Impulse and XS. So that's good. That's really good. And I like that the end too, when Barry tried to say crash, and it's like Impulse said no. And we know Impulse was saying that in Young Justice. So I like that part too. Yep. But anything with Iris, man, nah, man. And the wedding at the end, we could have got so much better than that. So much better than what we got.
Yeah, very true, very true.
We didn't need that wedding. We didn't need to do that renew the vibe. No, you could have gave us something different.
Yeah,
you could have gave us how Zoom was gonna get his powers back, or show Zoom doing something that was going to be impactful for next season instead of that.
Yeah, we also got some news that apparently they will be addressing why she has the Speed Force and stuff in her. So we'll see what's happening with that. Whether they'll do the whole she's from 1,000 years in the future thing or not. We'll see. Yeah. All right, next up, let's move on to Superman and Lois. So, Morgan Edge, aka Superman's brother, being captured in the with the army people, whatever. He basically, at the end of the last episode, what he did to the Eradicator egg thing was basically absorbed all those souls into himself. So apparently that gave him a lot of power, because at one point when he gives himself over to it, he's able to break out and all that. They also caught the other chick. She broke out too. She's all cool with him, whatever. Jordan is now chilling with the other chick. They're together and all that.
Mm-hmm.
They had this whole thing where both Jordan and Jonathan were they cut out of school.
Right.
Yeah. And they were apparently arrested, even though maybe you could say truancy, but they weren't doing anything bad besides cutting class, but whatever. Anyway, and yeah, that's basically everything. There's also the Kutchins, the family, are being kind of dragged under the mud by the mayor.
Yeah.
Lois and her editor lady are gonna try to fix that, moving forward, and that's everything. What do you think of the episode, sir?
I'm liking it a lot. I'm really like. I also like the fact that Superman said, "Don't get rid of all the kryptonite." That's something that Superman would really say.
Yeah, most
Um,
definitely, most
Now
definitely.
you saw it the other way around on Supergirl a season or so ago, but this Superman would definitely say that. I mean, same dude, but this Superman, after everything he went through that change of heart after he got taken over by Zod, and said, "Hey, look, uh, we need kryptonite. What if this should happen again?" So I like that part. I really did. Like I said, the whole thing I like about Superman and Lois is just giving a human side to Superman, and I'm really, really liking that a lot. Uh, but yeah, it was a good episode overall. I'm liking what they're doing with Lex. Hopefully he remains hopefully he remains on the show. I'm really liking what he's doing right now.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm really liking the show. It's a it's a fantastic show. And so far every episode has been an extended cut episode. So yes, definitely. If you have not seen Superman and Lois yet, definitely check it out. It's a good show.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right.
Before you get started, we do need to take a break. So, guys, we're going to take a break and hang out with us. We'll be right back right here on the Geek Gauntlet podcast on Pitfall Streams. We'll be right back. All right, that first commercial you saw was for one of our newest shows, First Generation Dad. Join me and Tony, also known as Seven, for that show. We go over mental health issues, dad jokes, dad news, everything that fathers need to survive in this crazy world. So definitely check out First Generation Dad every Thursday, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Second commercial, making a triumphant return to Pinfall Streams, the new Double XP podcast. Those ladies are making a return for season 2. So we're gonna have Kay, we're gonna have Punisher. Punisher's bringing her pun of the week. She did me wrong. They've been gone for almost a month, and I can't believe I cannot get a pun of the week until the premiere. Doing me dirty. I mean, we work for the same network. Then you also get Kay's Nostalgia Nook segment. So definitely check those ladies out every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. All right, let me bring Shaw back in and we'll finish up. Go ahead, Shaw.
All right. Let's move on to the news, shall we? All right. So first up, we got some happy birthdays.
Hold up. All right, go ahead, Shaw.
All right, got some happy birthdays. First up, Catherine Hahn is her birthday, and actress Summer Glau.
Yeah, from Terminator.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I think Terminator Sarah Connor is definitely really underrated.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. This week, the Olympics just started, and one thing that happened is during the opening ceremony, they had a bunch of video game music. Yeah, they had Sonic, Final Fantasy, Chrono Trigger, and more.
It's like the Epic 7 make an appearance. You know, that's one game that needs to be an anime. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm. Very true. I agree. I agree. Yeah. All right. Next up, Kate Beckinsale apparently still wants to do a crossover with Blade and her character from Underworld.
I'll be down for that.
Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool. Let's see what else we got here.
What's up, Chris? What's going on, bro? Sorry about your computer, man.
Okay. Actor by the name of Bass Ham, um, Tyrug, well, best known for directing the 2020's Mowgli, will be reportedly won the director's seat for the Blade movie. So he'll be directing Blade.
The new one.
Yeah, the new one.
Yeah.
Whenever we get that.
Right.
Next up, also a few days ago, we got the Yu-Gi-Oh! Direct Next, Digital Next.
Oh yeah.
We got a picture of that real quick to show.
There's a lot going on there.
Yeah, a lot to show. All right, so first up in Duel Links, we got the introduction of Arc 5. So, all the Pendulum and Arc 5 stuff will be added. Let's see. Then we also got the Master Duel game.
I'm not crazy about pendulums.
Yeah. We got the Master Duel game, which is basically a duel simulator that's actually funded by Konami.
It's more of a Yu-Gi-Oh meets Magic the Gathering type deal.
Exactly. Hopefully there won't be any transactions and all that. We also got Rush Duels, a game for the Switch. Basically, the way the new Rush dueling thing is, where you only have 3 monster zones and 3 spell and trap zones, but you can summon as many times as you want, and you draw a full hand each draw phase. So if you're interested in that, you get into that. It's basically was rated aimed at for a younger audience.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. And lastly, we got something called Cross Duel, which we don't know when we'll get it. It's apparently something to do with like 4 people dueling at the same time against each other. Fatal 4 ways, like way back with the whole Joey, Kaiba, Yugi, and Merrick thing. So yeah, I'm interested in that. We'll see when we get that. We'll see when we get the others. I don't think there's a release date for Master Duel yet, but
no, it's not.
Yeah, no release date yet.
But if you go over and I have no problem shouting them out. If you head over to Duel Links Meta YouTube page, they go all over it. He's very, very good at what he does for Duel Links. Also, Watt 007. He's inconsistent, but he's very good when he does get into his YouTube stuff. So there's some stuff over there where you can see Master Duel, cross battle, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush. So there's definitely stuff out there that you can see and check out. The one thing that I think that might be an issue, if Master Links, because Master Links is based on the TCG and the OCG, my issue with this, if it's that good, it may kill Duel Links.
Yeah, that's true. Well,
if it's that good, I mean, because with COVID, oh God help me, I just said the word COVID. A lot of tournaments got killed. A lot of in-person tournaments got killed. Yeah. Because of that. The Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championships, because of COVID, got canceled. So
in-person stuff are starting again now, though.
Yeah, they all start now, but before now, the TCG really had nothing, and now they get this coming out and being available to you. I mean, they probably had Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links to hold them off, and there's also some fan stuff out there that Konami's not making money off of. Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Book, Revelations until maybe a year and a half ago when they took when they killed servers. But there's some fan stuff out there for TCG players, but this is going to be something that TCG players, OCG players, they take the American and they take the West Coast, they take overseas and put everything in a one card game. So this is something that all Yu-Gi-Oh! Fans can jump on board with. And they're saying it's free to play, but I know good and doggone well, if it's coming out by a Konami game, they're going to make money somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's going to be off the aesthetics of the game. I don't know if you're going to take a page from Dual Generating, or you can buy certain packs for a certain amount of money. That's how
transactions or something.
Yeah, that's how Doom is able to keep afloat for so long as it did, because it made you go through packs. You either use your gems or you use your money that you earned, maybe your job, paper route, something like that, to buy packs until you get the debt that you want. So that's the one thing about Master Duel that we're wondering how they're gonna make money. But past that point, it looks really good from everything I've seen. You can have a pet, and each player has a pet that's off to the side of the stadium. And if you take a look at that and Magic the Gathering, it's hard to tell the difference between the two. That's the route that Master Duel took.
Yeah, very true, very true, very true. Now, speaking of Arc 5, we got released on the internet is this one page of the end of the Arc 5 manga. We got a picture of that. Can we show it real quick? Because it's a little weird. Yeah, so we got Yuya and the other chick as adults with kids, and those kids are apparently the 3 versions of him.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, yeah.
Kind of weird.
Yeah, weird. Okay, anyway, next up, moving forward, art. Jeffrey Dean Morgan and Lauren Cohan both really want to play Batman and Joker in a DCEU movie. They played the parents of Bruce Wayne in Batman v Superman, and they will be perfect in those roles. So, hey, they want to do it. We want to see it. We'll see if it happens. Let's see. Next up. We got the release date for Batwoman season 3 that will premiere August 13th.
Does it have to?
Exactly. It is what it is.
Wait a minute. That was Batwoman season 3, and you said August 13th?
October.
Okay, about it. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, that's a fast turnaround. That would have been a fast turnaround.
Now we got another picture to show the first official look at the Trinity of the Injustice Gods Among Us animated movie. Can we show that real quick? Yes, sir.
I got a problem with this already.
Yeah, Superman looks a little bony.
No.
Yeah.
Look at Wonder Woman.
I mean, sometimes it's like sometimes it's not.
Nah, but I understand that she's strong as all get out. I get that, but she doesn't have to look like that.
Touche.
She should be still strong, still powerful, but I don't know, man. She just doesn't look right to me. She just doesn't look right. It's like they tried too hard to make her look as a powerhouse, and you don't have to do that with her character.
Mm-hmm. All right. Sorry. Excuse me. All right. We got the cast, the voice cast for that movie. Justin Hartley, we playing Superman. Arson Mont, we playing Batman. He's most well known for being Star Trek Discovery. I should look it up to see who he is. Let's see. Laura Bailey, we playing Lois Lane. Zach Kalisman, we playing Damian. Presumably Damian Wayne. Presumably. Brian T. Delancey, we playing Green Lantern. Brandon Michael Hill, we playing Cyborg. Edward Hogg, we playing Mr. Terrific. Okay, I didn't know he was going to be in this. Yeah. And Oliver Hudson, we're playing Plastic Man.
Okay.
Interesting cast.
Yeah.
We'll see. All right. Next up, we got the casting for the Batgirl show for HBO Max. I mean, not show, movie. The actress Leslie Grease, who is known for being in The Heights, should be playing Barb Gordon, aka Batgirl. We have a picture of her to show real quick. Yes, sir, that is her. What do you think about this casting, sir?
It's okay, but I still think my girl Punisher should get it from Double XP. I mean, because to me, here's my issue. any Barbara Gordon, and maybe I'm speaking out of turn, but any Barbara Gordon should be an automatic redhead.
And that's true. That's true.
And it just so happened my girl Punisher is a redhead. So she would, and she's about 5'10", and she would have been perfect for the role, man.
Right.
Because any Barbara Gordon should be a red, not a blonde. She should be a redhead.
Yeah, that's very true. They do have a tendency of taking redheads and recasting them as something else.
Right.
Yeah.
And I just feel like that. And it's like,
Yeah.
man.
All right. Okay, well, next up, and take this
it's more than just blonde that's beautiful.
True,
More than just that shouldn't be the first thing that Hollywood goes to. And it's frustrating because again, Barbara's a natural redhead, and she should have been that way for this show. And you didn't do it. So unless you come up with a wig or something to that effect, I'm just saying.
Yeah, completely agree, buddy. Completely agree. All right, next up. Take this with a grain of salt. Apparently, David S. Goyer has recently stated that Warner Brothers asked him not to destroy Superman's pod to bring down Zod's ship in Man of Steel because, and I quote,
Chris loves redheads too.
Because, and I quote, how is he ever going to go back to Krypton? To which, after a long pause, he said, we just destroyed them like 30 minutes ago. What are you talking about? Now, like I said, grain of salt, because it's not like Goyer knows that much anyway.
Right.
So, yeah, so maybe that's a thing, maybe not. We'll see. Also, in Superman news, Michael B. Jordan is apparently working in development on a Superman movie himself, starring Vax L. Now, it's not 100% sure whether he'll star in it, but he is doing development of it. We have a picture to show.
Yeah, give me 1 second. Okay. Get back over here, mouse. All right. Bam.
Yeah, there we go. Like Will Jordan. Not whether he will star or not, we don't know. Right. Maybe he will. I kind of think he probably will, but we'll see about that.
Never know.
Let's see. We also have a set photo from The Flash where we have 2 Barry Allens. We got that photo to show.
I see you, Chris. I see you. We're looking at Barry Allen.
Yep.
Oh, 1 sec, and bam.
Yeah, apparently those are like 2 different Barry Allens. Apparently, though I personally am not 100% sure. It might just be some random person, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
Let's see. Next up, apparently the Snyderverse motion comic has officially been canceled.
Man, they hating. DC hating.
Yeah. I have a picture of that to show.
DC hating.
Yeah.
And then why you gotta put my girl on top of it?
Yeah, very true. Very true.
How come we could put Superman up here or Flash up here? I gotta put my girl Gal up here, man.
Yeah. Very true. All right. Let's see what else we got. According to Deadline, an actor by the name of Josh Segura has been cast in an undisclosed role for Marvel Studios' She-Hulk. You have a picture to show who he is right now?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, that's the dude. He used to play Prometheus in season 5 of Arrow, I believe it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm happy to see the character finally get some love off it. Because the only time you really saw She-Hulk, you saw her in a bunch of animated stuff back in the day, and recently in Hulk's and 80s of Smash. So it's kind of good to see She-Hulk get some love.
Yeah, I agree. She-Hulk is definitely one of my favorite characters.
Yeah.
Most definitely. We have a rumor that Vincent D'Onofrio's Kingpin will reportedly be joining the MCU's Hawkeye show.
That's just a guest appearance, though, right?
Likely, I guess. I mean, I know that they've always been filming for a while. So if it is happening, it won't be for long, but maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, we already know that Daredevil is going to be in Spider-Man. So,
Yep.
I mean, it would make some sense, but we'll see. Like I said, this is a rumor. Yeah. Next up, Robert Duncan McNeil, who played Tom Paris on Voyager, was apparently invited to be in Picard season 2, but some schedule conflicts, so that didn't happen. That won't happen for season 2 apparently. That's unfortunate, but
yeah. Then they gotta go another direction.
At the same time, we now have a trailer for the Star Trek Prodigy, the thing that that new Nickelodeon cartoon that's coming out. It looks decent. You know, it's basically a bunch of aliens on some backwater planets find a Starfleet ship, get it working, get into space, and we'll see how that goes moving forward.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's see what else we got here. We also got a Dune trailer. Did you see that, sir?
No, I didn't. I heard about it, but have not seen it. I have not seen it yet.
It looks pretty good. I mean, I'm liking how it looks. I do think that it is something that has to be starting a franchise because, it's supposed to be like half of the first book.
Right.
And Children of Doom is actually a really good story, so we should see that too. Yeah. Next up, we got also a trailer apparently for the new Dragon Ball Super movie. Or Dragon Ball Superhero.
That thing was stupid.
Yeah.
I gotta call somebody out. Mm-hmm. I very rarely do it. Mm-hmm. But I gotta call somebody out. Get them one-on-one. I got to call you out, bro. I got to. You went on several streams. See, here's my issue with the Dragon Ball community. Dragon Ball hasn't been good since Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Super was stupid. The manga is stupid. So they've been doing fan theories, fan fiction shows, like Dragon Ball AF. They've been doing all this stuff trying to keep the hype up going. So when this little trailer comes up, it's a 30-second trailer comes up, everybody goes crazy. Geekdom does it, and Geek themselves, we see right here Goku doing some cool moves. Bruh. He stood in place and did some kicks. That's it. That's all. And all these Dragon Ball guys on YouTube, the whole fandom is just crazy over this. We have Dragon Ball now. We have Dragon Ball. It's that, bro.
Yeah, I agree.
Come on, man. Again, I'd rather see that Injustice movie than that trash coming out. True. I really would rather see it than that trash coming out because Toritaro, he's messing up. The original Toriyama, he's messing up. They're just giving us anything. And I don't know, man. You can't tell if the show is good or the movie's good just by looking at that short little trailer. It was barely 30 seconds.
Yep. Very true, man. Very true.
Barely 30 seconds. And for them to get the crowd all hyped up for something like that, you're wrong for that, bro. I told you that once before. You're wrong for that. And now you get everybody hyped up. And when the movie comes out, not to be good, they coming straight after you. So I got to call you out, man. I got you. I'm sorry, but I got you. Because that trailer wasn't anything that deserved you going super hyper crazy over. Again, it was Goku, a kick, warming up. That's it. Continue.
Yes, sir. All right. We also got apparently starting this Thursday, we got San Diego Comic-Con at home.
Yep.
So go to Comic-Con International on YouTube and you'll find them.
Yep.
Personally, I haven't seen any of the panels that I'm actually interested in. Like I saw the Lucifer panel and that was it. None of them else I'm interested in. So it's not really good this year.
Right.
Yeah, both Marvel and DC aren't there. No other good movies are there. There will be a Doctor Who panel tomorrow, but It's not like Doctor Who's good anymore.
Yeah, that's been sour.
Yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. Time to move on to the topics, good sir.
All right, give me 1 second. Matter of fact, before we get into that, let's do this. Let's go ahead and take our last break, and then we'll get into the topics of the night. Guys, hang out with us. You're listening to the Geek Gauntlet podcast right here on Pinfall Streams. We'll be right back.
No one pulls up like we do. No one does us like we do. Always go hard with this crew. Welcome to the show, let's make moves. Nothing's gonna stop us, it's about to get rough. Turn the whole room up, it's never enough. Let's go, 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 let's go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back right here on the Geek Gauntlet podcast, and let's go ahead and get into our topics of the night. All right, buddy, what are we covering first?
Yes, sir. First up, something that you brought up, a new version of the Justice League that you would love to see that I think would be cool too. Can we show that picture up?
Oh, yeah, I did bring that up. I surely did bring that up.
Yes, sir.
Bam.
What do you think of this team? We got Vaxel Superman. We got what is this dude name? Batwing.
Mm-hmm.
We got this version of Wonder Woman.
Nubia,
yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
We got John Stewart, Green Lantern, of course.
Mm-hmm.
We got Supergirl.
Mm-hmm.
We got Vixen.
Mm-hmm.
We got the Wally West, young version.
Yep.
We got Mr. Terrific, and we got Cyborg.
I love this team. The only thing you're missing is like some type of like a sorcerer or a magic user or a reality warper. That's the only thing that you're really missing to make this team complete.
Well, technically, Vixen is magic, technically.
Yeah, but not Dr. Fate or Spectre level.
Right. That's true.
Or something like a Scarlet Witch, something similar. That's the only thing this team lacks. But everything else this team has, it's got the brain, it's got the brawn, it's got the speed. You got Team Tech all rolled in one with Cyborg. You got two Kryptonians on the team, the best Green Lantern. You could make an argument Nubia just could be as good as Diana Prince. You can argue that. You can argue that. You got Batwing here. I mean, you have everything here to make a really good Justice League. Now, are we going to see this? Probably not. But this would be fantastic. I would love to see this in a few storylines.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All in all, that would be cool to see.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Yes.
Next up, I wanted to talk a little bit, if you don't mind, about the Spider-Man villains from the movies. What's good about them, what's bad about them. Go one by one, if you don't mind. Starting with,
is this something that you're referring to?
No, not this. That's
that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, like, starting with the Green Goblin, I think they could the reimagining of the suit was good in my opinion. I think Willem Dafoe, hammed it up, but it was good ham.
Yeah.
In my opinion. What do you think about Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin?
I liked it. I thought it was very accurate. I thought it was very, very accurate. He ended up dying, but it's comics, man. You can bring anybody. You can bring anybody back.
Yep, true. Next, we move forward to Alfred Molina as Doc Ock. I think he definitely looked the part.
Yeah.
A little chubby, the eyes
Yep.
and all that.
Yep.
I do kind of think character wise, they had a few, things that could have been changed. He is supposed to be all about science and not like
Right.
controlled by the arms.
Right.
I mean, at least with the video game, he was influenced by the arms, not controlled by them.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I think. What do you think about Doc Ock?
Oh, real quick, I forgot to do one thing. I just went into the topics. Commercial you saw was for the Sports Report podcast every Monday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Join myself, Tony C7, and Dan as we bring you the most up-to-date and current sports news that's going on for that week. So definitely catch the Sports Report podcast every Monday night, 10 p.m. Eastern. And then finally, a really good podcast every other Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Kay and Josh goes over anything media related, movies, TV shows, music of any era. So definitely check those guys out every other Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern. As far as Doc Ock goes, I like Doc Ock. I like the attitude of him. They did miss a few things though,
Yeah.
but I want to say maybe 98% nailed him right.
Yeah, you can go about that. Yeah.
About 97, 98% they nailed him right. There's a few things they missed, but it's a little teeny tiny. It's nothing that you can't excuse,
Yeah, true. All right, next up, let's talk about Sandman. Even though he's supposed to be more of a henchman type dude, still the story they went with him was nice. I mean, I like the character. He was sympathetic.
Yes.
I mean, he probably shouldn't have been sympathetic, but that's just my thoughts. What do you think about Sandman?
I thought it was gonna be more of a hard ass. I thought it was gonna be more of those hard ass guys that didn't take anything from anybody. But you saw toward later on in the movie, he was a big softy.
Yeah,
so
it was cool though. Like they definitely did well.
The way he faded out at the end,
yeah,
I thought that was kind of he just blew into the wind like that. I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah, very very true. All right, next up, the new Goblin. Harry Osborn. What'd you think about that? Because
I wasn't crazy about it because he didn't look too enthused for the role. And I guess when you go back and look at old interviews of him, he said he wasn't really into comics like that. So he might not have known the subject matter the way he should have to really get behind the role for what it was. But he was all right.
Yeah.
Nothing right to home about. But again, he doesn't follow comics. It's comics could be your base moving into a role like that, and he didn't follow it. So that could be the reason why his performance is sort of kind of lackluster.
Yeah. Next up, of course, Venom.
Love Venom.
Yeah. I mean, at least he looked better than the Venom we have.
Yes. Venom.
But freaking Topher Grace. Yeah. I mean, really? I mean, like visually, he looked pretty decent, though the mouth could have been bigger. It is what it is. What do you think, sir?
Like I say, I love Venom as a character.
Same here.
We are Venom.
We are Venom.
We are Venom. But, the actor himself that played him was okay.
Yeah.
But he wasn't in right home about either. But because in that role, I think if I would have played that role, I would have had a little bit more fun with that role. Would have embraced it a little bit better. But it is what it is. And maybe it was the reason why he was so lackluster. Maybe it was the writing.
True.
All
right. Next up, we got the Lizard in Amazing Spider-Man, the first one. I mean, he looked good. The mouth could have been longer.
Yeah.
I mean, and the whole thing of him actually being able to talk. Lizard's supposed to be like, just a monster. He's not supposed to, but it is what it is.
Right, and that's where you speak English like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, still pretty good. What'd you think of it?
All right, I guess. Scale of 1 to 10, what? Maybe a 6 or a 7?
Yeah, I'd go around 6 or 7. Yeah, 6.5.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next up, we got Electro. I mean, he looked cool. I like the whole dubstep music around him. That was cool.
I just think,
Yeah, the setup for him was kind of stupid, but
yeah. And again, Jamie did a good job of what he was presented, but it just doesn't seem to me that he did any homework on the character either.
Yeah, that's very true.
It just seems to me that he didn't. I mean, these guys are not coming from a geek or comic background, so whatever is written to them is what they're doing. If they had some experience with the character in the books or whatnot, they'd be able to have a little bit more control and handle the role better than what they did.
Yeah, very true, very true. All right, now their Green Goblin. What's the about their Green Goblin?
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What did you think?
I mean, I think, I mean, it wasn't bad. It just wasn't good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
it was somewhere in the middle.
Yeah. Now, at least they did the whole Devil Gun Stacy thing. At least.
Yeah. At least they did that. They did that right. They did that right.
Yeah.
For the most part, I mean, you can't really the web and her necking, snapping.
Yeah.
In mid pool. So yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the scene was good though. Like that scene, like seeing the web reach out, looking like it's a hand trying to grab her.
Yep.
Like
that was cool.
Say what you will about that movie. That moment right there had all the gravitas it's supposed to have.
Movie saved that part right there. Really saved the movie when you think about it. It wasn't that great until that part.
Yeah. Lastly, for Amazing Spider-Man, what'd you think about the Rhino that we had the 5 seconds of?
No.
Yeah.
Just no.
Yeah.
Just no. I did like the fact they showed the kids though.
Mm-hmm. True.
They showed the kids trying to. We gotta stop Gunrunner getting impaled, but
yeah.
And then he comes back and he says, "You two are amazingly brave. Go with your parents."
Yeah. So, yeah. All right. Next up, we got Homecoming. We got Vulture. Good reimagining. Like it's not exactly the character in the comics, but it's their own version.
Yeah.
And I do think that it works. What do you think, sir? What do you think?
It works. It works.
Yeah.
It works.
And of course, it's played by Michael Keaton, so
can't complain.
Exactly.
Because he wasn't. Because Toombs is an older dude, so
yeah,
you got an older dude to play it, and it's a perfect. That was perfect for him.
Yeah, very true. Very true. And lastly, we got Far From Home, Mysterio. I think. All in all, very much like he is in the comics.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, probably a little more angry than he is in the comics, but
yeah,
like everything.
Because in the comics, he has a little bit more of a cooler head.
Yeah,
a little bit more methodical. But I liked him.
Yep.
In the movie, but
they made the fishbowl thing actually look good.
Yeah,
like I didn't think that they'd be able to do that.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
but they did a good job with him.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
For what he was.
Yes, that's all the villains we have. Of course, we'll move on to the new ones once we get No Way Home at some point.
Yep.
All right. Next up, a question that came to me a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
So remember the movie Who Framed Roger Rabbit? You see that?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So the way that they did that with all the practical effects and the effects that they had at the day. My question is, does Space Jam and Space Jam 2, do they live up to how that movie was and how it was a pioneer in those kind of effects?
No. Mm-mm. Because you have to, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, the voice cast was a lot better. The acting was better because Michael was definitely getting his feet under him still as an actor. And Space Jam 2 just sucked because of LeBron. It just sucked. And Who Framed Roger Rabbit is like I'm not gonna sit here and say it's legendary, but
it's a classic. It's
it's a classic. So it's gonna be hard to top that. It's gonna be hard to, and I love Who Framed Roger Rabbit, by the way.
It's classic for fiction, classic for animation, classic for filmmaking.
Yep.
Classic for effects.
Yeah, neither Space Jam can hold a Kindle to that. Even though Space Jam 1 was funny, but yeah. Mm-mm.
Yeah. All right. Next up. So, in the past, we've had 2 attempts of Kamen Rider being brought to America. 2 attempts. The one season that was Cadets to Power Rangers back in the day,
Remember
and
that?
then the Dragon Knight, which only had I think 2 seasons. I think,
Mm.
which starred the kid from Dragon Ball Evolution.
Mm-hmm.
My question is,
Mention that movie anymore. That thing sucked.
yeah. Well, my question is, considering how good the Kamen Rider Sentai is, could they actually bring it to America and actually succeed? Is there a way for them to actually succeed bringing it to America? What do you
It
think?
gets it'll get lost in translation unless you turn it from an all Japanese to an English cast. And even then, if you Americanize it, a lot of the elements that make it so good over there won't be good over here.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be more Power Rangers in space type level. I don't think it'd be good because those guys over there push the envelope a little bit more than what we do here with Power Rangers.
True.
If you go over there, their consequences are different. Some of those consequences over there can be life threatening. With Power Rangers over here, which will turn Kamen Riders into, it'd be they'll be home by the sunlight by the time the streetlights come on, because for as far as my knowledge is concerned, the only time we were in Fight at Night was doing a movie. You never saw Fight at Night otherwise, but again, I dropped out of it. I forgot, I got RPM, I think.
Actually,
So I could be wrong.
Actually, I do remember at least once during Turbo when they had that Jeep thing coming after them,
Oh yeah, I forgot about Turbo. Yeah.
and at least once during Time Force at some point. I
Okay,
remember. I remember
okay.
twice because I know
Okay, so
in the finale there was nighttime stuff.
that was what, 3 times,
Yeah.
4 times we just named that they fought at night. These kids doggone well grown, and you mean to tell me they got to be home by the time the street light come on? Man, please. And I just think that the same elements of Kamen Rider over there wouldn't translate here well, because directors and showrunners would be, well, this is a family show or this is a kid's show. They're not ready for that, so they're Americanize it and water it down. So I don't think Kamen Riders would last long here. Not in this current form, it wouldn't.
Yeah, true. I mean, I've seen a lot of like the Japanese stuff of them, and I do wish that we could see something like that. But
Yeah,
I do agree that they couldn't. It wouldn't it probably wouldn't be able to be brought. Well,
they got some of the coolest toys too.
yeah, very much so. Very much
Some
so.
of the coolest toys.
Yeah. Now, speaking of which, so what was I about to ask? I was about to say Son of Power Rangers. I'm trying to remember what I was about to say. So,
I don't know, dude.
yeah. All right. Well, whatever. I mean,
if you're gonna ask who the best one, the White Ranger,
yeah.
followed by the Green Ranger.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Next question. Let's see. All right, we have a picture here of 4 different fight scenes. Question is, which one is the best? We got the Daredevil hallway fight scene, which is become pretty iconic now. We got that Batman warehouse fight scene, which was pretty damn brutal. We got the Captain America versus Winter Soldier fight scene, which was pretty damn choreographed. And of course, the classic Doc Ock versus Spider-Man scene on the train.
I'm going with Batman.
Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, that was a really good fight scene. I mean,
Yeah,
definitely.
Batman, for sure.
Yeah, most definitely. All right, and the last one we have a matchup here of Martian Manhunter versus Oh, I thought that was Aquaman. My bad. That's X-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a version of Cable. A version of him if he didn't have the technovirus.
Right.
Now, Nate. Now, X-Man is really powerful.
Really strong.
Do you think he could beat Martian Manhunter, or the other way around? What do you think, sir?
That's tough, but I think X-Men might win. He doesn't know John's weakness yet, but I think X-Men would win that fight. I think he would.
Yeah, definitely. He's really powerful. I mean, as powerful as Martian Manhunter is, because Martian Manhunter is definitely really powerful.
Now, if the Martian Manhunter takes him out with his telepathy,
Yeah,
or
that's
at least,
true.
yeah,
That's true.
but I don't think it lasts. I don't think the fight lasts that long, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, doesn't X-Man have telepathy as well?
He has it too. Mm-hmm.
A certain amount?
Yep. He has a certain amount. It's limited, but he has a certain amount. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's definitely a hard matchup. And
It'll definitely come to who take out who first.
yeah, that's true. Very true.
Whoever takes out who first. But I would love to see it.
Yes, sir. There's also one more thing to mention about
Sure.
about Black Widow.
Sure.
Apparently, that big dude that got his arm snapped. Apparently, he's supposed to be like the first mutant in the MCU. Apparently,
Oh wow.
some bear thingy.
Oh wow.
Apparently,
Look, I don't understand why people have an issue, because I know some people had an issue with that movie. Look, bro. Look, it's Scarlett Johansson. What more could you have an issue with? It's freaking Scarlett Johansson. Just like Wonder Woman 1984, it's Gal Gadot. Come on now. Come on now.
I mean, Black Widow was better than Wonder Woman 84, though.
Oh hell yeah.
I mean,
Hell yeah, it was.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
It was. Wonder Woman 84 was more of a wish movie. It was a wish movie.
Yeah.
Black Widow had a definite story, had a much better storyline than that.
Yeah, very true.
And it also brings Yelena Belova to the conversation for the MCU also.
Yeah, she definitely stole the show in that movie.
And I heard two different things. I heard she's going to be getting her own show at some point. I also heard she's going to be seen more in the MCU as a supporting character. So we'll see how that works.
I don't know. All I've heard is that she's going to be taking up the role of Black Widow, apparently.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I know that she'll definitely be in the Hawkeye show.
Yeah.
So that's all we know so far. Like, maybe things will be different, maybe things will be changed. Maybe she's already in that Dark Avengers, maybe, because she's working for Val.
Yep, she might be.
Yeah, so yeah, it is what it is.
All right, that's going to be our show for this evening, guys. I want to say, everyone, thank you for coming out tonight. I do appreciate it. Thank you to Pinfall Streams for having us here. Thank you to GNN Geek News Now for everything you guys do for us as well. Check out Ripped Apparel and Metallic Dice Games. You guys can go over there, get some of the best apparel, t-shirts for your favorite comic book character. If you're in the games like Yu-Gi-Oh, get over to Metallic Dice Games. Get you a good set of metallic dice. Good prices. I think it's over at Metallic Dice Games. Type in promo code GNN and get 10% off your order. So definitely check those guys out. You'll be glad you did. And Shaw, is there anything else you want to get out there before we leave for tonight?
Nope, that's it, good sir. That's all.
What about Justice League of America?
Oh yeah, you're right. Please join my Facebook page, Justice League Needs of America. We got memes, we got good stories, we got good stuff. Please join.
Also, don't forget the Geek Gauntlet page over on Facebook. Type in the Geek Gauntlet podcast. Head over there, join us, get updates. You can watch this show over there as well on Pinfall Streams. So you definitely join up over there. And I want to say thank you guys for having us in your living room once again this week. I'm William D. Morgan, and for Shaw, we'll see you guys next week. Everyone have a safe week and take care.